Aries. Today, guided by the signs given by the movements of nature, Aries walks with sharp thinking and firm resolve in every decision. At work, this sign moves quickly, always ahead with ideas, and never shies away from new challenges. Aries knows how to stay quiet when needed and speaks only when it matters. At home, they are responsible and do not easily give in to emotional impulses. In matters of the heart, trust is solid and not easily shaken by jealousy. Financially, they are cautious and not swayed by indulgence. Their sharp mind and natural strategy serve as a guide to avoid risky situations. Remember, the workings of nature are undeniable, things can come suddenly, always stay cautious. Taurus. Today, guided by the signs given by the movements of nature, Taurus shows strong discipline and dedication in daily tasks. At work, they do not rush but are certain with each step. They are not fond of noise, preferring to work diligently in silence. At home, they are nurturing and reliable at all times. When it comes to finances, they are fair and honest and will not tolerate being taken advantage of. Emotionally, they do not give in easily, choosing instead to prioritize mental stability. Their orderly and steadfast nature becomes a source of peace for those around them. Remember, the workings of nature are undeniable, things can come suddenly, always stay cautious. Gemini. Today, guided by the signs given by the movements of nature, Gemini displays intelligence in decision-making and skill in handling matters. Though their mind may change quickly, once they decide, their resolve is firm. At work, they frequently bring new ideas and excel in communication. They know how to avoid deception and are not easily swayed by sweet talk. In finances, they value wise money management and are wary of unclear offers. In love, they trust slowly, but once it's earned, their heart is given fully. Remember, the workings of nature are undeniable, things can come suddenly, always stay cautious. Cancer. Today, guided by the signs given by the movements of nature, Cancer shows deep care and firm principles. At work, they serve with heart and always put others' welfare first. They dislike conflict, preferring silence and observation. At home, their concern is natural. They prioritize the health of loved ones and protect family harmony. Financially, they are not reckless, always setting aside something for unexpected needs. In matters of the heart, they are calm yet steadfast, not easily shaken. Remember, the workings of nature are undeniable, things can come suddenly, always stay cautious. Leo. Today, guided by the signs given by the movements of nature, Leo stands out with courage and self-confidence. In any challenge, they do not back down and always stand firm. At work, they have a natural leadership ability and uphold what is right, never following without a clear purpose. At home, they avoid arguments, choosing silence over escalation. Financially, they are smart in managing money and do not yield to questionable requests. When they make a promise, they do everything to keep it. Remember, the workings of nature are undeniable, things can come suddenly, always stay cautious. Virgo. Today, guided by the signs given by the movements of nature, Virgo approaches the day with excellence and meticulousness. At work, they cannot tolerate errors, always striving to improve even when no one is watching. They possess a rare sense of discipline and are quiet yet productive in their environment. In finances, they spend wisely and prioritize the family's needs over personal wants. In love, they are hesitant for fear of being hurt, but once trust is established, they offer full support and love. Remember, the workings of nature are undeniable, things can come suddenly, always stay cautious. Libra. According to the signs brought by the movements of nature, Libra today may embody calmness, discernment, and responsibility in both actions and words. They do not speak unless their words will help or bring clarity, as understanding and balance in relationships are important to them. At work, Libra prefers to act professionally, avoid meaningless conversations, and focus on developing skills. At home, they seek peace and positive communication with loved ones. They value promises deeply. When they commit, they do everything to fulfill it. By the end of the day, they choose silence, rest, and recovery for the challenges ahead. And remember, the works of nature are beyond measure. Arrivals can be sudden, so always be observant and stay cautious. Scorpio. According to the signs brought by the movements of nature, Scorpio today may show determination, practicality, and strong self-discipline. They do not give in to fleeting emotions or desires, especially when it comes to finances. At work, they are focused and goal-driven, aiming for progress with integrity. They know how to assess opportunities and will not accept any offer that feels uncertain. At home, they think about the welfare and health of each family member. Careful with words, intuitive, and never tolerating vague or unstable situations, Scorpio's strength and sense of responsibility guide them toward success. And remember, the works of nature are beyond measure. Arrivals can be sudden, so always be observant and stay cautious. Sagittarius. According to the signs brought by the movements of nature, Sagittarius today may exhibit quiet strength, diligence, and humility. They don't explain themselves much, preferring their actions to speak for them. At work, they stay focused on responsibilities and avoid distractions or deceptive environments. At home, they value peace, joy, and inner cleanliness. They are not easily swayed by bribes or rash transactions and are wise enough to avoid senseless issues. Their financial discipline and readiness to save are signs of preparedness for the future. And remember, the works of nature are beyond measure. Arrivals can be sudden, so always be observant and stay cautious. Capricorn. According to the signs brought by the movements of nature, Capricorn today may demonstrate resilience, practicality, and reliability in all aspects of life. They prioritize the well-being of family over personal desires. They know the worth of hard work and money, so they don't lend unless sure, and prefer saving over spending on luxuries. At work, they dislike interruptions and meaningless chatter, seeking a quiet, productive environment. They are capable of working independently and skilled in planning. Though quiet, they have the courage to face every challenge and do not give up easily. And remember, the works of nature are beyond measure. Arrivals can be sudden, so always be observant and stay cautious. Aquarius. According to the signs brought by the movements of nature, Aquarius today may show honesty, patience, and strong principles. At work, they avoid hasty decisions and prefer to act through the right process. They are not influenced by others if it contradicts their beliefs. At home, they value peace and clear communication, avoiding arguments and unclear discussions. Financially, they stand by the belief that money earned through effort is far more valuable than fast but shady gains. For them, dignity and self-respect are worth more than any wealth. And remember, the works of nature are beyond measure. Arrivals can be sudden, so always be observant and stay cautious. Pisces. According to the signs brought by the movements of nature, Pisces today may exhibit calmness with strength, thriftiness without greed. They are brave enough to stand for what is right, especially when it comes to their family's well-being. At home, they value peace, healthy communication, and positive energy. At work, they are hardworking and driven by a clear purpose. They avoid hurting others, ensuring that their every word and action comes with respect. In financial matters, they are rarely deceived, preferring honest and righteous progress over shortcuts that are filled with risk. And remember, the works of nature are beyond measure. Arrivals can be sudden, so always be observant and stay cautious.